Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the Talent Show, where you will meet the people that power TTEC. I'm Rebecca. I will be your host for today's show. We are so glad you're here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Welcome back if you've been a part of the Talent Show before. And if it's your first time, we are really glad you're here because today our guests are going to be unlocking the secrets to creating an engaging remote work environment, to talking about all the great things about giving back in our communities. And they're going to share some of their advice for building a fulfilling career along the way. So we're going to have some amazing conversation here today with our team from TTEC Bulgaria. And as we have an amazing global audience, thank you so much. I can see everyone dropping in the chat where they are from. Hello, Chris, Nikat, Himanshu, Sylvia, good morning. Jeanette, hello. Thank you, everyone. Please drop in the chat as you are doing where you are joining us from today. I am normally in the United States in Arizona. Today, I am joining you from the small college town of Oxford, Mississippi, as we are dropping my niece off for her sophomore year in college. So I love being at TTEC, where we meet people from around the world and experiencing my own country in a different way as well. So hello, everyone. Oh, Janetta is from South Carolina. Hi, y'all. Hello. Oh, and Jeanette, you're with from Atlanta, Georgia. That's great. Hello, Marta. All right. Well, as everyone's joining us and sharing where they are from around the world, I'm really excited about today's conversation because it's near and dear to my heart. I think giving back in our communities is a really important part of life, and I'm very grateful that here at TTEC we are encouraged to do that as well. And it's not just me feeling a little sappy about, creating a great community and being a part of it through volunteering. There are some really amazing studies out there that show the importance of giving back on our mental health, on our well-being, on our connections with each other, and as well as creating a more engaging work environment as well. So I won't bore you all with a bunch of studies, but I'm just going to read two studies real quick. The Boston College Center for Corporate Citizenship study had in 2021 a study about the impact of giving back, that of the 51% of companies that participated in it, 96% of the companies found the employees who volunteer are more engaged. According to a Washington Post article about the Journal of Happiness studies that were done in the UK with 70,000 people, people that volunteered were more satisfied with their lives and rated overall health better. So there's some really amazing things we're going to talk about today, and the value to you as a leader, you as an employee, and you just as a human on the importance of being engaged and giving back as well. But let's hear it right from our experts here with us today. Our guests from TTEC Bulgaria have together 23 years combined TTEC experience. So we're going to get into, again, how they grew their career. They're going to share how to create and nurture an engaging remote work environment. And then along the way, they're going to share how they grew their careers as well, because we want you to walk away with advice that you can implement in your careers as well. So let's bring them on. Our guest for today, we have Viktoriya, who is our Senior Engagement Communications Specialist. Hello, Viktoriya.
Hello, Rebecca. Hello, everyone.
Hello. And we have Marina. Marina is our Operations Manager in Plovdiv. And the two of them can tell their stories way better than I can. So I would love it, Marina, if we start with you, if you share a little bit about your TTEC journey and a little bit more about you, and then Viktoriya will kick it over to you after that.
Sure. Thank you, Rebecca. Before I start, I want to thanks for the invitation for this town show today. For the audience and all of the people who are watching us right now, my name is Marina, and I'm a delivery manager and also a site leader at TTEC Bulgaria. I have been working for the company for more than 15 years. Actually, my journey at TTEC started back in 2008 as an outbound sales representative. Something like 2 years after that, I was promoted to a team leader position. And the interesting portion came in the end of 2012 when the company decided to open a second office in Bulgaria. And actually, I received a great opportunity to build from scratch a new team in a totally different location, at Plovdiv. That was a really perfect opportunity, and I accept that challenge. Since 2015, I'm currently hold the dual position of delivery manager and also a site leader. Um, at present, I'm responsible for multiple accounts, each contributing to a diverse operational landscape, if I could say. Among these, I lead a technical support team, diligently servicing customers who are using TV and internet services. I'm also overseeing an outbound sales team as well as a customer support team assisting a local bank. And additionally, I manage two smaller teams dedicated to the customer service. The interesting fact is that all of my teams have been exclusively operating remotely for over 3 years now. That is shortly about myself.
Oh, thank you, Marina, for sharing that. And you've definitely seen some changes over those years. And I see you're in the office today. So it's always great to see people on site as well. So thank you so much. Viktoriya, over to you. Share with us a little more about you.
I would love to, and also thank you for the opportunity. I'm really happy to be able to join this talent show and represent our country. So my name is Viktoriya, and I've been with TTEC for almost maybe even more than 8 years already. And funny thing is that Marina and I both started at the same position as outbound sales representatives, but our paths take different turns. So I'm currently holding the position of senior translator, and I'm part of the amazing translations team at TTEC. And also, I am the engagement and communications specialist for Bulgaria. And one more title to add, I am the ambassador for TTEC Foundation for the EMEA region. So I'm really proud and grateful for the opportunities to have such a diverse and unique role in the company. And I just can't wait to see what the future brings, because every day is just so different, so amazing and exciting. So that's pretty much it.
Oh, great. Well, just listening to both of you ladies, you both carry a lot of additional duties and titles on your plate. So I think we're going to learn a lot more about that. As Marina said, she said, yes, open to opportunities. I feel like that's going to be one of our key takeaways as well as we go through this. So Viktoriya, great. So many different hats that you're wearing. And one of those pieces is really to help us, as Marina shared, we're in Bulgaria now in a remote environment where we used to be in Sofia and in Plovdiv. So could you share a little bit more with us about what you think are the keys to fostering a remote work environment?
Yes, I think that these days creating an engaged community in this remote work environment is pretty challenging, because people are working from home. They do not collaborate that often as they used to. But people really like to gather in the office, to communicate, to have fun together, to grow and learn together. And I believe that they still want to do that. And that's why I feel that they are eager to participate in all sorts of engagement activities and events that we make for them. So people are really, really engaged, even though they're not in the office anymore. But they grab this opportunity every time they have the chance to do it. So we really love to throw barbecue parties and all sorts of sport tournaments and art workshops and whatever pops to your mind. We've done it. And I think that the live events are the most anticipated by the people, but this is normal. But as you know, we can gather every week and do fun stuff like that, because it's just not manageable. However, we do have all sorts of online activities that we throw, quizzes and raffles, and we have a mystery box every month. So everything that we do, it's really fun, engaging, and it's designed to make people feel less stressed, more engaged, and just happy at work. And I think that the people play the key role in our engagement strategy, because almost everything single event that we have, it's basically come from their ideas. So every single person in the company can reach out to us and just suggest something fun that they want to do and try, and we work with that and try to achieve it.
Well, I would like to come to Bulgaria and experience one of those amazing events that you all have. I think that is so important, like you said, and even referring back to some of those studies I talked about at the top, it's that connection piece that helps support people's well-being, and that flexibility and that ability to get together, still have that remote environment when they need it, but then get together and be with each other, that are so important. So you're creating those moments, which is really great. And again, all the way over in the United States, I see all these amazing activities that you all are doing online. And so that is really great. Thank you so much, Viktoriya, for sharing that. And then Marina, as you mentioned at the top, you're supporting a team of customer service, technical support, sales across a diverse portfolio. And this is relatively new. You were all in the office together 3 years ago, and now you're fully remote. So what are some of your keys to fostering and nurturing, a remote environment and engaged team?
Well, I guess, and I believe the most important one is to be on top of the communication. Since we're not be able to meet in person daily, we're trying to provide people with everything necessary to do their job on the best possible way. We're trying to maintain open and consistent and fully transparent communication. Actually, the clear communication contributes to employee sense of connection and awareness. My team leaders and I, we are providing a regular one-on-one meetings and team check-ins to address our feedback, to discuss potentially the concerns and in general the work, to set goals. We encourage the teams to proactively share anything that may concern them, both in the work and personal aspects. We're trying to solve the problems like family. We are also actively using all of the internal TTEC tools to recognize our top performing teammates, supportive colleagues, and in general, our stars. For most of the teams, we are having a dedicated Zoom or team virtual channels for casual conversations to simulate the office interactions and encourage the building of relationship between the people. We are celebrating virtually our work anniversaries, birthdays, and personal achievements. Actually, recently we also started to send a monthly newsletter to TTEC Bulgaria employees. It's kind of an internal newspaper where we share all operational updates for the different programs. We're trying to encourage people to use more often the TTEC internal tools, which may help them on a work or personal level. And in general, in that newspaper, we're celebrating for example, their anniversaries related with the work, and we're launching different social and engagement activities, which actually Vicky shared earlier.
That's all really amazing things that are, again, back to people's well-being, that key to communication, that connection with leadership, that connection with each other. And it really shows between what the two of you are doing. There are so many channels and ways to create engagement, and giving them the tools and the access to get to there. I just want to go to our audience for a second. All hands I love when you join us for the talent show. She had a great comment. She really wants to know more about that mystery box. So we might need to connect with her later. And she also shared that they have a work from home Spotify playlist as well and working on a cookbook. I feel like we need a global cookbook, Michelle, because I bet there's some great recipes between Canada and Bulgaria and all of the great regions that we have here at TTEC. Also, Syed had a Hearts for All teammates. So thank you very much for joining us. And I'd like to just give a quick shout out. Hello, Kim, an alumni of ours dropping by to say hello to his former TA marketing communication teammate. So we always love when our old colleagues join us again as well. So thank you very much for coming in. So just to go back to the audience for a quick moment as we gear into a question for Viktoriya around the importance of giving back and how that helps to create employee engagement. We want to know from you, why do you think it's important that an employer has either activities or grants or a foundation or a way for you to give back as an employee? We want to hear from you. And if you have some stories that you want to share, please drop it in the chat. We would love to hear from you. So Viktoriya, on that note, one of the things is, as we were talking, Dora and I, the producer for today's show, we were talking about the topic is I love on LinkedIn seeing your team talk about the grants, talk about the way that they're giving back. I think last year you guys did a cleanup in the parks. And again, I'm all the way in the United States. So it's just so inspiring to see the work that your team does in Bulgaria. And I feel like it's a pillar of what you do. So could you tell us a little bit more, maybe a favorite story or two, and why you think it's important to TTEC Bulgaria to have this opportunity to give back with your communities?
Of course, I would love to. So I think this is just part of our mentality as Bulgarians. We love to get together and just show our genuine empathy to the people in greatest needs, and not only the people, but we do care about animals and the nature. And it's just amazing that so many people in Bulgaria and TTEC through the years have shown that they care for all sorts of charities. Like they've done so many volunteer job in their personal time, in their personal life, and they share with us and they include their teammates. So through the years, we've been part of so many charity events like marathons. We've been into dog shelters to walk the dogs. We've also been to rivers and parks to clean them up. We've been making bake-offs and sales of crafted Christmas cards and all that to raise donations for people in need. So this was just an amazing way to get together and give back to the community while we were in the office. We still kind of do those things remotely. It is doable. However, people in Bulgaria are also very much involved with the TTEC Foundation. That's just amazing. I'm overjoyed to say that all of our donation requests that we made were approved. So we were able to make such a huge difference in our community so many times that I cannot even tell you. It's just amazing, and maybe that's the part of my job that makes me most proud of. And I'm really excited to talk about it. And I also wanted to share a recent story about TTEC Foundation grant, and not also the grant, but the involvement of the employees, because last Christmas, we decided to just do a personal touch to a grant that was sponsored previously to a crisis center for children that suffered abuse. This crisis center received a donation from TTEC Foundation to repair their bathroom and to purchase new TV set. But since the holidays were approaching, the employees wanted to, as I said, give that personal touch and do something from their heart. So a dozen volunteers reached out to the children in the center and asked them to make a wish list, and they did. Oh, I'm feeling goosebumps while I'm telling you this story, because it's really empowering, and it's amazing that people did that and did it with their heart. So they basically fulfilled the list. Our employees bought presents, they wrapped them up, and they delivered to the kids at the center. And that was just one amazing day. And I believe that everyone who participated in this cause really felt satisfied and proud to be part of this company where you get opportunity to do things like that. So we basically experienced the gift from giving on that day, and not only this single event. There have been so many, but I really wanted to share with you this most recent story because it's just amazing.
I think you gave goosebumps to a lot of our audience today, and to me as well. That is a really beautiful story. And the fact that it's kind of a TTEC Foundation grant plus the team saying, I want to go and give back is really great. And it's a win-win-win for everyone. And again, I think going back to those studies from earlier, it's like you said, people felt really good with what they were doing. And that is definitely going to help improve their mental health. It gives them a little break in the day from all the work action, and provides them an opportunity to bring smiles to each other and to those children. So thank you very much for sharing that story. And we also had Brian Santo in our comments saying sustainability events are great cleanup. A lot of people find a common connection with helping the environment. And absolutely, that's another thing that employees are looking for in an employer, is what is their commitment to sustainability. So thank you very much, Brian, for sharing that. And Jeanette, definitely with what's going on around the world, to see TTEC giving back is really great. And so thank you very much, Viktoriya, for sharing that story. So we're going to switch gears as we're rounding out our show here today. Marina, let's talk advice. So we want our audience to walk away with some advice that they can apply in their own careers and in their lives. And so you've built an amazing leadership career. You've supported so many team members elevate their careers as well. Could you tell us a little bit more about your leadership style and some examples that you'd like to share today of it in action?
Yes, sure. I understand that I may repeat myself yet, but I emphasize the open and transparent communication. I believe the communication remains the paramount. My door, even my teams are working fully remotely. My door is always open for them, and I'm encouraging people to share what is and isn't working. I'm also trying to meet with most of the team members individually to help them outline personal goals and everything which is important for them. However, my character is defined also by meaningful actions rather than words. My approach entails guiding individuals on the proper path from their work, guiding them from point A to point B using the most suitable route. While it can be challenging, I believe with a dedicated effort from both sides and effective mentorship, achieving the mission is fully attainable. To be a successful leader is to have successful people in your team, and that is so actually showing how good you are in what you're doing. I take immense pride, especially when a member of my team advances to the next stage of their career.
I love it, Marina. My dad did always say actions speak louder than words. So when you just shared that too, that is really great. And you have such a nurturing and caring heart to help your team elevate their careers and find success as well. So thank you for some of those key takeaways around communication, caring, real guidance along the way as well. So Viktoriya, we'll turn our last question for today over to you. As you shared, you took a little bit of a different path over the past 8 years here at TTEC to curate a fulfilling career. So could you share more with our audience today about how they can go about doing that as well?
Of course, I would love that. Well, I think that the most important thing is to trust your guts, your instincts. Just try and find a career path that will lead you to a meaningful work, work that will bring the best of you and it will bring your biggest talents and will help you grow as a person and as a professional. And I think that you always have to choose happiness because it feels so satisfying to love what you do, to be good at it. And I'm grateful that I've had this opportunity to find my happy place here at TTEC. And I believe that anyone can do that because TTEC gives us a lot of opportunities to grow. And if you're not sure what is your desired position, you can just take so many courses and find your biggest talents. But most importantly, just follow your instincts and they will lead you to the right path.
I think that's great. And I think, we all have our gut telling us something and we might choose to ignore it or we may listen to it. So I think that is really great advice that we need to tune in and to, as you did, explore a variety of different opportunities leading you to the path that you are on today. So thank you both very, very much for joining us in Bulgaria. It is the evening. Viktoriya, I know you're actually joining us when you're out of office because you're excited to share more about TTEC Bulgaria. We really appreciate you both taking the time to inspire us all to get back with our communities, stay more connected in a remote environment, and grow our careers as well. So thank you both for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a great evening, ladies. All right, and that's thank you. And that's not all, everyone. As we wrap up today's show, we wanted to share a couple of hot jobs with you today. So, well, if you want to be a part of our TTEC Bulgaria team, they are looking for supply chain positions. So if you head to ttecjobs.com, and you can search by Bulgaria. We happen to be landing you on our Bulgaria page right now. You can see the types of customer and support roles that are available. So please come and check out our roles in Bulgaria if you are in that country. And then also, we will turn over to the India, where we are back in Mumbai, everybody. We have a wonderful opportunity to train in our Mumbai site there. We are growing. We just recently launched our site in Mumbai. So this is a great opportunity to really be on the ground of not only a company that has been around for 40 years, but also to be a part of a startup site and really help the customer service team to thrive and grow and create smiles with all of their client interactions that they have. So if you're not in India or Bulgaria, that is okay. We have a lot of other roles available on TTEC Jobs. We encourage you to come poke around, see what's available in your neck of the woods. Check out our commitment to diversity, who we are, more about us. We really appreciate that you joined us here today. So thank you for that. Also wanted to give a shout out to Nerva, who earlier in our conversation did share that teamwork creates the dream work. And thank you to Nora for joining us. Hola, hola. I know you're joining us from Mexico today. So again, thank you, everyone. Thank you to our guests, Marina and Viktoriya, for taking the time out of their day to join us and share their insights with us for how to create a fulfilling career. Thank you to our producers who are behind the scenes every other week. Smirti, Dora, Gabby, thank you all for your efforts. And thanks to you for joining us. Again, if you've been back, thank you for joining us again. If this is your first time, we'll be back in 2 weeks. If you found today's show of value, we encourage you to like, click, share with your network, and we'll see you all back in 2 weeks. Have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Thank you all.